Hello, Pisces. Thank you for joining me here at Leaping Lotus Tarot. I'm going to dive right into your message for today. Take a deep breath for me if you would. I'm going to start with an oracle message. I just got this deck. It is called the Outdoors Oracle, which is super cool. Came with like a map and a whole bunch of fun stuff. So let's just see what we got to start. Ooh, we have the Jackrabbit, tracking a clever critter's shadow, number 43. Interesting. Let's see what else we got. Mountain climber, conquering a seeker's fear. Ooh, okay, I feel like there's one more. Actually, it's at the bottom right, perfect. Kingfisher, mourning a fleeting wealth. Wow. Okay, so let's start with the energy of this jackrabbit here. Tracking a clever critter's shadow. Immediately when I saw this, it kind of was giving me sort of like a heavy energy, and like even like it's like dark even too in the background, and it felt kind of like something was very like evasive or elusive, and it kind of seemed like it's like it kind of even feels like a romantic connection, to be honest. Like it felt like you're almost like a twin flame situation where like you're chasing something that isn't worth chasing. Essentially, you're chasing a shadow. And also what's kind of beautiful about that is the shadow. Our shadow is ourself, right? And it's funny, like the symbolicness of a shadow, where it's like, you know, there's like, you can be afraid, like animals or people, you know, like when they don't know yet what a shadow is, like being afraid of a shadow, it's like chasing you, right? It's following you, you can't get rid of it. What is it? Why is it there? And going back to my twin flame kind of comment, where like you're chasing somebody else, when really the whole purpose of like a twin flame journey is that you're actually trying to find yourself. You see something in that person that like holds a mirror to yourself. And really the goal is not to be with that person, it's to be with yourself. It's to love yourself. It's to accept yourself. And so you're chasing a shadow as if it's something external to you, and really it is you. You're chasing yourself. So that's kind of like the underlying theme here, but like you may not know that yet. Mountain climber, conquering a seeker's fear. It's like you're putting a bunch of effort into something that may or may not be fruitful. So if the twin flame connection is not resonating for you, then maybe you're working towards some other goal, and maybe like you're really close to a goal, but you can't grab it. Like you just are like close, but like you can't see exactly where this is going or what like further steps. Like you can only see the next step. You can't see the full staircase. And then Kingfisher, so that was number 3, by the way. Mountain climber was 3, Jackrabbit was 43, and Kingfisher is 41. Mourning a fleeting wealth. So again, if it's like a twin flame connection for somebody, you might be mourning that initial high that you got. You might be missing the fact that this person is not giving you that same level of validation and interest like they had in the beginning. So you're mourning that fleeting moment of like, why can't it be like it was in the beginning, where we had all the chemistry and they were like giving me a lot of attention? Like what happened? Where did they go? You're chasing a shadow, right? So this is really interesting. I'm going to kind of roll with the twin flame connection, I think, because that seems to be like what's really sort of like resonating for me. Common theme, 333, by the way, in the timer. So yeah, we're going to kind of roll with that sort of vibe and see what we got for the tarot. We have the Hierophant in reverse. This is Taurus energy. This is Earth sign. The traditional meaning of the Hierophant, you can look at the upright imagery here. There's some rocks kind of in a spiral circle. Very simple, this imagery here, with like a sunset kind of beautiful in the setting in the background. So there is a beautiful, simple energy to this. But the Hierophant is like, you know, traditions, marriage, values, belief systems, things that are, you know, the norm, societal things. But it's in the reverse. So there's something, and that is kind of, you know, true for the twin flame connection, is there's something that's preventing you from being with this person. Usually it's like something society related. So it's either because, you know, they're in a different social class than you, like there's like a wealth gap, or they're a different race, or they're a different religion, or maybe they're even in a relationship already, or you're in a relationship already. There's something that's like blocking the fact that this can't happen in a traditional normal way. Knight of Wands, but a lot of passion, right? A lot of chemistry. You know, the reason that people are connected with their twin flame is because there is that chemistry. It's there to awaken the fire in you. It's there to wake you up. If you know, there's never, well, I shouldn't say never, but there's rarely a twin flame connection where the person is like, yeah, I'm not attracted to them. It's pretty rare. You're going to be attracted to them. You're going to be unreasonably attracted to them. You're like, and like they might even not be that gorgeous of a person, but you're like, I can't even explain it. There's something about them that I'm just so drawn to. And that's very symbolic here with like this peacock. The Knight of Wands as well is obviously like a very passionate knight. He's very, he can be a little, I don't want to say unreliable, but especially if he was in reverse, we'd for sure get the unreliable. I think it was upright when I pulled it. But this lavender is interesting too, because lavender's calming, right? And that's super interesting that like we have this peacocking of like this beautiful vibrancy, but then like this calming. And so it's that familiarity that you see with this twin flame, right? You're like, I know you, I've met you before. And there's something very comforting about that. Ooh, King of Wands. Oh, but we got this volcano here. Yeah. So it's kind of an illusion, right? So this could be a fire sign, by the way. This could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. That your twin flame might be. And so you see them as this king, right? It's, you know, they probably really are a knight. Like this probably really is their energy. This didn't come out in reverse, but it's like the king is kind of an illusion here, especially with that volcano. It's like, this is like if you put this person on a pedestal and you make this person to be more powerful than they really are, you're going to get an explosive situation, and not in a good way. Okay. All right. What else? Oh, we got Capricorn in reverse. So, you might be an earth sign. It's funny, this is a Pisces reading, so, but cross watchers are welcome. So I'm just going to take what comes through, right? So you might be an earth sign because we also had the Hierophant come out in reverse. So that's Taurus. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, you could be an earth sign. And the reason like the coming out in reverse, that kind of speaks to like an imbalance, right? So if you're the chaser in this situation, that's kind of why you're coming out in reverse. But we do have the Magician upright. So, again, an earth energy here with Virgo. So this is Gemini Virgo, actually. So your Virgo energy is upright. So that's interesting. Maybe you are a Virgo. But this is like, this is kind of a message of like, plant the seeds in the right place. Your passion is correct. Your passion is correct in that you should be feeling these things. You should be waking up. So good, validation, right? That's awesome. But with the world being in reverse, it's like the attention is not in the right place. And this is like kind of reminding you of the cycle that you're in. This is a loop. Maybe you've had one of these situations before, a twin flame situation. Maybe you've already moved past it, but this is kind of like a, hey, don't fall into the trap of a similar cycle where you're getting a little obsessive or something like that, right? It's actually, you know, I try to keep these readings pretty short. Sorry, this is all flipping out. I don't want that. I try to keep these readings relatively short, but like, I feel like we're just getting into this reading. We're already 8 minutes in, and I feel like we're just scratching the surface. So there could be something kind of significant about that too, where like, it's like maybe this is a friend, maybe this is somebody you've known for a really long time, and this is just now kind of starting to hit you out of nowhere all at once. I don't know. That's not going to resonate for everyone, but okay, that came out very concisely. Okay, Knight of Cups. We do have a lot of tumultuous sort of imagery in these cards, like we had with the volcano and stuff. And this is like a stormy sea with the lighthouse, like trying to find their way through the dark, which reminds me again of that jackrabbit that we had. So there's this searching. I think you're searching for yourself. I'm not gonna lie. I think you're searching for your own emotional fulfillment. You're trying to search for love in a situation where there might just be passion. 8 of Pentacles. This also reminds me of the mountain climber. You're putting a lot of effort into something. You're building and putting effort into something that I'm not sure is worth it. I guess let's ask Spirit, right? Let me get some clarifying cards and see, are you actually working towards something worth it? Or are you just fooling yourself? Are you just repeating a cycle with that world in reverse, right? 8 of Pentacles, that's the hard work I was talking about. 10 of Swords in reverse. Look at this little bird kicking this other bird out of the nest. That is so aggressive. That is hilarious. But it's in reverse. So this kind of like feels like a gentle reminder from the universe of like, hey, I'm kicking you out of your nest, but I'm doing it gently. You know, your heart's going to be broken. You're going to be devastated. There's a betrayal. There's storms all around you, but you can't see it. So I'm going to kick you in the butt, but I'm going to do it as nicely as I can. This really feels like somebody who maybe hasn't gotten out of the twin flame sort of dynamic yet. You haven't learned the lesson yet. So, all right. I don't want to make this too long. Let's get some advice. Okay, let's put these back into the deck. Let's shuffle a little bit here and let's see if there's some advice from Spirit as to how you can handle this situation. I know the advice that I want to give you, but let's just see what the kick in the butt is that Spirit wants to say. What's some advice for this situation? We got some stuff that wants to come out, but it's like, are you ready to hear the message? You know, are you really ready to hear it? Page of Pentacles. Really interesting that we've had so many like, well, a lot of masculine energy, to be honest, a lot of masculine energy. Page of Pentacles. And we've got this root. This is kind of really fascinating. The root of the tree, the compass, and then like the star, like I don't know what constellation or whatever this is. I should know, but I don't. Okay, let's just see what the other cards are. Hold on. Okay, we got the same cards out. So 8 of Pentacles in reverse this time. Knight of Cups in reverse this time. Hierophant back in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles upright. So we got Page and Ace of Pentacles upright. Let me put these other cards back in the deck and let me just see if I can get some clarity for the Ace and the Page. Because those are both like, they're both like, how do I describe this? So Ace is one, right? Ace is like, but it's also the hand of the divine coming down and like supporting a situation. So it's, Pentacles is earth, it's money, it's finance, it's, you know, things of the earthly realm, the groundedness of things, stability. So with the Ace of Pentacles, that's like a lot of like abundance and financial freedom and like potential and support from the divine. But then there's like a beginning because the Page is like an immature sort of youthful energy. And so there's like and also even the imagery is like a little seed. So and then you got the root imagery here at the tree. So it's like you're planting a seed, you're grounding into the earth of something, growing something beautiful probably, because we did have that Magician card and we do have like this constellation. So like you're looking to the stars, you're looking to, okay, let's just get more. I said I was gonna get more. Oh, that wanted to pop out. 9 of Cups, but in reverse. There's like little broken eggs here. That little turtle. Let's get one more, please. Hit like and subscribe, by the way, if you're enjoying this, or if this is your reading, drop in the comments or leave a little emoji. 8 of Cups. Hold on, give me a moment. Because when I see the 9 of Cups in reverse, I immediately want to go to like, oh, you need to be more grateful. You need to like see what's around you. You need to like appreciate the moment, realize what you have. But it's in reverse. And 8 of Cups is like moving towards something, moving away from something. So it's like you're not at the 9. So you're not at that full happiness yet. You're still moving towards something. You're still trying to find the appreciation of the moment. What does this have to do with the Ace of Pentacles, though? What does this have to do with the Ace of Pentacles? What does the 8 of Cups have to do with the Ace of Pentacles? 8 of Wands in reverse, 5 of Wands. Okay. 8 of Wands is like a speed card. Some people say it's like quick incoming communication, or it could be like, I like to interpret as like a passion, because you know it is Wands, it's fire. So it's like some passion quickly moving in, but it is in reverse. So it's like slow moving towards something, which kind of makes sense because of the Page at the beginning, but it's something amazing. 5 of Wands is weird though, because it's like a conflict energy. It's like practicing. It's like battling and practicing. I mean, I guess I need to go back to like the original concept of the whole twin flame thing, like I was talking about in the beginning, right? About like, so is this battle, is this movement? So are you at like the beginning? I feel like you're at the beginning stages of a twin flame. Yeah. Oh no. The Fool. Ace of Swords. You will come to a clarity. I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills on the left side of my body. It's weird, actually. I've never really get chills on one side of my body. That might be significant for you for some reason. The fact that we have the Ace of Swords, the divine is coming down, handing you clarity, logic, understanding, decisiveness, and this new beginning with the Fool. Okay. The advice is trust spirit. The advice is trust your heart, which is really hard advice because your heart is telling you that this is your person, but I'm telling you if it's a twin flame situation, it's not. They are here to wake you up though. They are here to wake you up to the truth of yourself. It's part of your spiritual awakening journey. It's part of this Fool's journey. It's part of like the growing the seed, cracking the seed open, all the seed metaphor and imagery that we've had is like growing into your journey, building your wealth and abundance, like with the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like you're building a dream. You're fighting the inner conflicts with yourself, but you're so supported by the divine because this is going to be one of the hardest things you go through. It's going to suck. Hence the volcano and the lighthouse and the shadows and not knowing where you're going. But that's okay because the divine is here by your side. The divine is here with you through all of this. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Swords. You have earth support and you have air support. you got support from top down and inside out, right? This will be okay. I really don't feel like I can expand upon this too much more. I don't want it to go too much longer, but it sounds like you're at the beginning of this twin flame journey and it's gonna suck, but it's gonna be a really worthwhile ride at the end because you're going to wake up to yourself and find out who you truly are. And that's the end goal here. That's the purpose of this. And the divine's going to cheer you on the whole time as you get through this. Okay. I hope you liked that. Hit like and subscribe and drop in the comments. And as always, we'll see you again here at Leaping Lotus Tarot.